Okay, so first we said about address position. I think you were quite surprised yourself when you saw it how far back the ball was. You knew the ball was back slightly, but probably not to that extent. And when the shaft is leaning forward as much as it is or was there, you're de-loft in that club quite a lot. I say probably about 10 or 15 degrees of loft, plus you're going to be coming down steeper, which is going to increase the amount of loft, the impact that the golf ball's going to have. That's going to fire the ball very, very low. And then you might start adjusting your swing to compensate for this low ball flight, to try and either lean back or chop across or go underneath it. And that, again, can relate to sort of, what we said, the shank and all the different shots you had. Okay, so getting the ball, this felt to you probably way forward. You can see there now it's only really just left of sort of the centre of your feet. For me, it's sort of just left of your chest, which is fine. The ideal being just sort of just nearer to that left side, because as you swing a golf club, you're going to be moving this way as you come back down. So your backswing wise now we said was pretty good. Get to the top of the backswing nicely. What we're trying to feel now from the top of the backswing here is your arms and body in a sort of connected move coming down together. Before, with some of the shorter shots, you were aiming your body over here, trying to swing it that way. So you were sort of coming across your body, and that resulted in some of those unmentionables where they're sort of catching the hosel of the golf club and it was shooting off there to the right. Yeah. Once you aligned it better, and again, this is the same with the pitching as well. The ball will be the same distance from your left heel with a pitch shot, just the right foot now will be a lot closer. So the perception now is the ball has moved back in the stance. Yeah. It's only the fact your right foot's got closer, as it does when you stand to a chip shot. Yeah. So just get yourself adjusting the ball position relative to your centre rather than moving it too far back and forward and up and down. Okay. Finding that constant spot just left in sort of your left chest position is going to give you sort of a good base to start from and a more consistent flight. In the last sort of half dozen 600 you've had a bit of flight to them, haven't they? You're getting the loft of the golf club, getting the ball up in the air rather than that sort of fizzing. And you can see why, hopefully, with a different sort of setup there on the right hand side, how you've got the sort of the full sort of 30 degree just loft of the club there rather than pushing your hands forward. I mean, 15 degrees lean, there's half the loft gone. Yeah. Well, that's not much left to play with, is it, when you're playing on? And if that's the same throughout the bag, as the club goes down to your hybrid and your longer club, it's even less loft you're going to have. So the ball's going to be really fizzing off low. Yeah. And you'll be adjusting to that. So once set up with a better position, keep that connection there as you go back. Your arms and body now as they come to the body, you can see nicely leading the arms there, releasing the body through. Arms and chest are fully connected and releasing. We're not sort of swinging the arms over the top. Yeah. And again, to a nice sort of full follow-through position up on your left side. It's good position, good swing. Good functional movement just before was from a poor setup, creating a bad shot, and then as a result of that you try to compensate. As we said before, as you learn more about the game, you try you try and adjust the bad shot with all the things you might know about the golf swing. I'll just try and do this, I'll just try and do that. And if we get the right one, fingers crossed, we're lucky. But more often than not we get the wrong one and we create the bad shots. And again, 3 or 4 wrongs can make a right, but it'll make a right 1 in 5, 1 in 10 on the golf course. If you hit 10% or 20% of your shots good, the other 80% are poor, you're going to be losing golf balls left, right and centre. And we're judged on how bad your bad shot is, not how good your good shot is. Yeah. Okay. You hit a good shot down the fairway, great. Doesn't save anything, doesn't cost you anything. It's one shot. Yeah. You shank one in the trees, that's going to cost you probably 2 or 3. Yeah. Okay. So keep the ball in play, improve your bad shot. Basically, a more neutral setup gives you more time for the club to come back to the ball as well. The ball's back here. You're hitting the ball earlier, aren't you? Yeah. So that's going to cause some problems with the different flights all together.
Yeah, the club will have got back to
Yeah, exactly. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Good man. Right, grab the bag then.